March 23, 1944, was a day like any other. On that day, George, a 14-year-old boy, and his younger sister were playing outside their home in Alkaloo, South Carolina. The sun was shining brightly, and there were young white girls riding bicycles nearby. They stopped and asked George if he knew where they could find some wildflowers called maypops. George let out a shrug, pointed them in the right direction, and then went on his way. The conversation was only brief. On the next day, George's family found out they weren't around anymore. They reported the disappearance to the police, who are now looking into it. 4th, 1944, George was brought to trial. It was only one day long, a very tense time for both the judge and the jury. The defense didn't call any new witnesses or even George himself as his own defense. George was found guilty and sentenced to death by electric chair. After only 81 days, George was turned over to the electric chair and taken to death row. It's hard to imagine that a 14-year-old kid would be put in such a situation, not to mention the violence and cruelty of it all. During his trial, George didn't have any opportunity to defend himself. He was only given a single day to prepare. As the time went on, that he was guilty, George's story has even faded into the prosecution. But his family never stopped. They always believed he was innocent. They even sought to have a true trial so he could live, instead of having him die under false charges. They continue to fight for justice, seeing him as more than just a victim, but a symbol of what is unfair and an example of how fear and prejudice can get in the way of truth. Even today, George's name stands as a testament to a trial gone wrong, a victim of injustice, and a reminder that one day, good can triumph over darkness.